Try to play like a stinger or something here. Wow. Look at that, folks. Wow. I added a countdown. How's everybody doing? You can still hear me okay? Everyone out there? Hello, Bachelor Nation. As always, it's your boy Dave Neal, stand-up comedian, host of the SAP podcast and Bachelor recap videos. And as of fall 2020, live stream aficionado. What's up, Minneapolis? Minneapolis. How are you? Good to see you. Teresa's checked in Phoenix. Susan's running the, power generator in Seattle. No power in Seattle, but, use your last gallon of gasoline to fire up that internet and come say hi to us. I've got a voicemail number up for new people. You can call in and leave a voicemail. If you're like Carl in Florida, you can call from the toilet. No judgment zone here. Which, by the way, that was at 1 a.m. East Coast time on Monday night when he called in from the toilet. And I can't help but think he was, having a cocaine poop. I don't know, folks. Not my scene, but what are you doing? We'll see if we see him today. For those that are watching live, I've got the comment section going up. We're going to be checking in on that. And, of course, the rundown. Look at this. Your boy's got his green screen going on. We got the rundown today. We're going to do a week 3 preview. Talk a little bit about Bachelor in Paradise, Villain Vicky, and then voicemails. Look, I have a little graphic there for Villain Vicky. Wow, look at that. Boy. Oh, lost myself there. You like that, folks? High production value. Food joie 5. I'm going to go with French. Food joie 5. Says I'm here for the tea. Je suis ici pour les contentes. Si tu veux parler seulement français, on peut avoir une opportunité à pratiquer. Et for the others, we'll do the rest in English. That's the extent of my français. All right, I'm trying to get it back to the other thing. There it is. Okay, so that's the rundown. That's what we're going to be talking about. If you want to call in, feel free to do so. Thanks, Oz. Everyone say hi to Oz in the comment section. He's got the wrench by his name. That means he's chief moderator. Oz is our sheriff from Vancouver, and he's here to kick out all one of those trolls that we get every once in a while. Jessica Lee said Victoria's Instagram makes her look like a completely different person than how she looks on TV. It's weird. Hey, Jessica Lee. Just a little a quick teaser for you. We're going to get into all this, but we are going to be showing... That's not the one I wanted. We are going to be showing Victoria's Instagram. So we'll be talking about her Instagram. We're going to go over her pageant video from a few years back. And there it is. We're going to go over her pageant video and read some quotes that she said and see what some other Bachelor contestants think of her. So we're going to get into it. I just want to let you guys know there's a lot of buttons I got to press down here. I'm trying to do different things and call buttons and then that thing. Just so you know, I'm trying my best. So if I miss a comment or something, like I said, fire the assistant. It wasn't my fault. Yes, Emma, thank the sheriff. Victoria's IG, if you want to follow along, we're going to get into it in a minute, but her IG is, oh boy, Victoria Larson _ because apparently the queen was taken. The queen was taken there, so that's what we have to go with. Back to the full video here. So we'll get into all that. We'll talk a little Bachelor in Paradise. You guys know how it is. Free and open. So if you have any questions along the way, we'll get right into it. We're going to keep this... this episode is sponsored by Henry David Thoreau. Go confidently in the direction of your dreams. Live the life you have imagined. And I've got a reusable straw here because your boy doesn't mess around. I'm not killing any turtles on my watch. I just chipped a tooth. I'm going to spark myself on my filling. Happy Thursday, Miss Liz. Happy Thursday indeed. I thought we had a birthday. If we have any birthdays today, let me know. Boone will help you push the buttons for a treat. Boone's right down here, folks. Maybe at the end I'll show you guys, but you know Boone likes to be right at my feet. He's on the jute rug. He actually likes this green screen I set up. I don't know if you guys saw my Instagram. I'll post it again today. But you know those little pop-up you fold them, those little like bounces. They're just like little plastic kind of tent-like things, and they pop open. Well, I have that. Actually, I can show you I have that for a green screen. It's this big. It fits in here, but it requires 3 giant, like, strong motions to close it and open it. So when it comes time to opening it, I have to make sure coffee's out of the way, the dog's nowhere near, I'm going to knock over a plant. I mean, it is an aggressive thing I have to do to get this green screen in. But look, you can't even tell it's there. It's pretty nice. I'm literally leaning against it. Sometimes you can kind of see the glow of it. I'm trying to get rid of that. But you have to have, in order to have a green screen, it has to be lit appropriately. So you have to get it high. No, I'm kidding. You have to backlight it so this has light on it. And you don't need to use green. You can use any color, really. You can use a blue, but green's a good color because it's not an obvious color we use. Like I said, I don't have any green I can show you, But anyway, no one cares about that. Oh, we have a birthday here. Yesterday, oh boy, Nikki off the top. While we're populating, can we all wish Nikki a happy birthday here? Ladies and gentlemen, the year was 1995. The day was January 13th. 1/13/1995. Do I have the right year? Nikki Raz was brought into this world to do great things. She's young, she's ambitious, and she's procrastinating on our live stream. Everyone wish Nikki happy birthday. For Nikki's birthday, I want everyone to hit the like button on this YouTube video. What an awful gift. What did Dave get you? He told me to like his video. Happy birthday, Nikki. As Nikki was one of my first girlfriend's names. Just so you know, I think fondly of Nikki. I like a good Nikki. Look at that comment section. They're just loving you. I want to give another shout out to DNaps5 in the comment section. To call him a best friend would be an understatement. DNaps5 is a brother in many forms. He is a soul brother, an Eskimo twin. And he's coming to us from Austin, Texas. So what's up, Darren? Good to see you. Everyone show Darren some respect. God knows he needs it. Darren and I just bought TRX cords because we're trying to lose weight. It's tough when you get in your 30s. Darren, you're older than I am. You didn't turn 36 yet, did you? I'm so bad with birthdays. Nikki's 26, Darren. Darren's kind of new to the live stream. But Darren, why don't you call in? Are you watching The Bachelor, Darren? If you're watching The Bachelor, call in. Let's talk about it. Because I know you haven't watched too many seasons in the past, right? You're kind of like a new Bachelor guy. What does Capricorn season mean for the guys in here who don't follow astrology? It's a long birthday song, by the way, Nikki. That's the live stream. I got to go. Bye, everybody. Just switch out of that. DNAP says Eskimo twins. That's right. Sorry, I said Eskimo brothers. DNAPs and I are Eskimo twins. If anyone doesn't know what that means, don't worry about it. Oh, did I wish you happy? Oh, I must have wished you a happy birthday back in October. I just don't remember. Sorry, Darren. Boy. So you're about 6 months older than me, Darren. What's it like being 36? Wow, you're old. I know a lot of people, you guys might agree with me when it comes to age. The older you get, the younger you feel like that age is. So like 36, I mean, I thought 24 was the end of times when I was a kid, you know what I mean? So for me to be 35 and Nikki's 26, I mean, there's a lot of life left. We're at that age now where like you put a little sunblock on, as Garrett recommended, you got to put sunblock on. And with a little bit of sunblock, you can, speaking of the sun, it was 85 degrees today, Darren. Here in Los Angeles. I know it just snowed in Austin, but I got some sun on the roof today. Melissa knows because it's her husband's birthday a few days ago. Hey, Melissa, do you know what time of day your husband was born? The second Tasha asked me what time of day I was born, I knew she was going to be putting me into some astrological wormhole where she was going to start judging me. So whatever fight we get on, she's like, makes sense, Taurus rising. I'm like, I don't know what Taurus rising means, but it ain't good. You know Tasha's not home when I yell. Are you home, Tasha? When she gets home, I become like a golf, announcer. I'm like, well, and here we go. We've got a new episode of The Bachelor. Jessica said, why do we think what's-her-name fainted at the rose ceremony? I wonder if they were eating and drinking enough water while there. Yeah, there's the thought that she might have fainted because of dehydration, or she had like, not a corset, but Spanx or something. But as we all know, you stand too long with your knees locked, you're going to pass out. Why is that a factual thing? Let's look that up. Standing with knees locked. Let's see what this does here. Hold on a second, folks. Let's figure this out so we don't come into any problems. Because it's been my belief, standing at attention or with one's knees locked may amplify the process. One of the methods of counteracting blood pooling problem is to contract the leg muscles or move about, thus stimulating the blood return to the heart and improving circulation to the brain. So let's see how to do it right. So if anybody's ever on The Bachelor and you're in a rose ceremony, you can thank me for teaching you how to do it right. So we're looking at the appropriate ways to stand. For the healthier knees, don't lock your knees. Learn how to stand with straight and relaxed knees. All right, so there are people who stand with constant knee flexion, bent knees. It looks like this. To assess the tension in the quad, the leg should be straight like this. A straight leg means that the midpoint of the hip, the midpoint of the knee and ankle bone should line up vertically. Well, that doesn't help me at all. Okay, so it's locked when the quad muscles are contracted. Okay? So it's okay to stand up straight. Do you guys need help with this? So this is good. This, no good. This, good. This, no. Did you guys get that? This is your healthcare advice in the United States of America. Who needs Medicare for all if we can just WebMD everything? All right. Yeah, I said move around. Good evening, Horseman. How are you? Priscilla said it's definitely a thing. This is the first thing we learned when we would do very long performances standing up. Priscilla, what sort of performances are you doing standing up? Can we get some info on that? What's happening over there? All right, guys, we're going to get right into it. I need everyone to hit the like button if you didn't already. Trust me, it's not something I like asking for, but as I've been told, I'm experimenting with the like button today. I was told that it's important to the YouTube algorithm to get traction and show how many people are watching. We're at 56 people watching and 28 like buttons. Here's the deal. You got like 2 minutes, guys. Get back to your computer and hit the button. This is your final warning. I see 29 upvotes and 54 people watching. Audrey said she learned that in high school choir. I thought we all learned that in high school choir. Because there's always one person who, didn't eat enough sugar that day. They broke up with their boy. They got dumped. It's Valentine's Day. So they're standing in the back of the stage at choir. And next thing you know, you just hear a loud thud. And the person fell down 3 flights of choir steps. Priscilla said, I was in a choir for 10 years and we did really long performances during tour season. Wow, Priscilla, you must have a beautiful voice. Hit that button, peeps. Hey, everyone. Hold on, I got to stop the music. Jen Murphy is here, everybody. Everyone say hi to Jen Murphy. Sorry she's late. Why were you late, Jen? What's going on? Do you have a note from your doctor? We appreciate you coming back. All right, so week 3 preview. We know how it's going to go, folks, right? It's going to start off with the ceremony, the big tease about the person like nearly fainting. It's going to be resolved. She's going to drink a Capri Sun, get some sugar into her, maybe put some ice cubes on her wrists for the lymph system. I don't know how it works, but she's going to be fine. That'll just be the first 3 minutes of the show. They teased some more villainous activity between Victoria, which I'm going to get into. We'll talk about Victoria on her own. I don't want to make it a huge thing it was interesting because Victoria shared a clip that was unaired that makes it out that actually Marilyn, the other girl, was the one who kicked Victoria out. So we'll see all about that. We'll see what they said. Susan said she had to go to the computer to hit the like button because phone doesn't give the option on lives. Oh, Susan, thanks. You know, I'm only kind of half teasing. If you have any sort of reason why you can't get to the like button, folks, it's okay if you can't get to the like button. Yeah, Oz said good old martini drinking. That's right. But you try to stand up after a night of drinking? What's that old Irish saying? You know, you try to hold on to the grass while the world spins? What is that saying? I tell you what, I'm the king at not knowing what the saying is, but saying something anyway. I'm not proud of that. Let's see. Irish drinking saying grass spin. I'm good at Google searching. An Irishman is never drunk as long as he can hold onto one blade of grass and not fall off the face of the earth. There it is, folks. I thought I was onto something. Isn't that a beautiful saying? Don't mind me. I'm just trying to figure this all out. There it is. An Irishman is never drunk as long as he can hold on to one blade of grass and not fall off the face of the earth. All right. Triple C, I'm here now to chat. Had you on TV, was listening from the bushes. There you go. Get in the bushes. I don't care where you are. Bushes, back alley. Melissa said, I don't get why they did the rose ceremony cliffhanger when they just showed her in the preview. So weird. Well, look, here's the deal, right? Early on in the season, they just need something. They're grasping at straws. If it wasn't for Victoria, what... And again, I don't like the Victoria drama. I think they could have picked a different villain who... Okay, listen. As a screenwriter, working on my script, the biggest thing I'm struggling with the script I'm writing is making a compelling villain. So, if you remember in Glorious Bastards, we had Christoph Waltz. That's his name, right? He was an amazing villain. He was like laughing and charming, but he was super evil. So, like, to make a good villain requires you to actually like the villain. You can't go full villain. You have to have some charm about you. We remember Chad Johnson. Hate him all you want. He was really funny. He was really funny. He was calling out the BS. He was like, why would I say I love JoJo? It's episode 2. I don't know if I love her. She should be coming after me. You know what I mean? It was like, oh, he's actually got a point. He was funny. Sure, he got a little nuts out, but he was funny. What other villains are out there? I mean, if you can think of villains like Corinne. Don't compare Vicky to Corinne. You know what I mean? I mean, Corinne was spitting bars. Should we just talk? Should we just run through the Vicky stuff? Horseman said, I'm Irish. That's not strictly true. Look, I come from Irish descent. I've always been aware, having traveled through Ireland, that you want to piss an Irish person off, tell them you're Irish too. They're going to go, they're not going to like that. Andy's making homemade burgers and fries as I listen to you. Are they, how do you like your burgers? I might be doing burgers tonight too, Andy, now that you mention it. I might be doing burgers on a lettuce wrap because I got a few pounds to lose. Melissa said, I don't get why they did okay, we already got to that. Jessica said, maybe she gets extra money to act annoying. You know what? That's what I thought last season when it came to Yusuf. I for sure thought he got paid like 10 grand by a producer to just to rip her apart on his way out. I couldn't find the motivation for anybody to be that mean. Maybe that's my own sort of like blissful ignorance. I just couldn't figure it out. Audrey says, OMG. To this day, I don't like the name Chad because of JoJo's Chad. I thought Corinne was more likable than Victoria. Yeah, Corinne was a lot more likable. Corinne was a lot more likable until Bachelor in Paradise when she accused the other contestant of assaulting her and it got public before they even reviewed the tape. That to me, I cannot believe he didn't sort of like file some sort of suit. Maybe he was paid just to like shut up and move on, but wasn't that not insane? Corinne basically got wasted, and I don't know what they were doing underneath the water. We didn't have the GoPro camera on. And then the next day, She had the whole production shut down. TMZ broke it. Everybody broke the story. And I'm not shaming her at all. But the fact they couldn't keep that in-house while they reviewed the tapes, it's like, I really do like the innocent till proven guilty when it comes to like real crimes. Like, oh, look, we can all hate on Victoria. We can all be like, oh, she's nuts, whatever, blah, blah, blah. But if you're going to accuse a guy of whether it was whatever, I'm almost afraid to say the terms because YouTube's so sensitive with these topics. But that was wild to me. And then all of a sudden they were back hunky-dory. They were friends again. And I was like, people are not smart enough in an audience to do their research. They're just going to remember that guy as the guy who had production shut down because he was taking advantage of someone drunk when they were both there. And then, I mean, the crew was all there filming it. It's like, at what point did someone not say, hey, you guys are too drunk? And again, you know, sometimes people get blacked out and they look fine. Sometimes, you know, someone looks kind of fine. They're like on autopilot. Their body's working and you're like, I guess they're fine. And then afterwards you find out, oh, geez, they weren't even there. You know what I mean? Some info I never needed to know. Elvis and Kim Jong-un have the same birthday, January. Trump calls Kim Jong-un Rocket Man. Hey, very interesting. So we've got Elvis, Kim Jong-un, and Elton John. Is this one of those things where Elvis, the commenter, just posts Elvis-related content? I'm actually okay with it. If it doesn't get violent, let Elvis post his content. DNAP says, I'm convinced the most annoying person is always guaranteed at least the first 4 to 5 episodes. Yeah, look, squeaky wheel gets the grease, right? Squeaky wheel gets the grease. Melissa said, the worst thing about my husband is that he's also named Chad. Yeah, Chad, I mean, boy, men, we need to take back the word Chad. I don't know when Chad became such an evil name. It became kind of hack to say Chad. That was a weird season of Paradise. I think they enforced a drink limit after that happened. Yeah, why don't they just have a breathalyzer? I have a breathalyzer in my car. They cost $10. You can blow into it. Corinne can blow into something else if she needs to, but you know what I mean? Like that probably cost. I'm gonna estimate shutting down the Bachelor in Paradise for 3 days. Let's say they shut down for 3 days. You got to be 30 different cast and crew. You're looking at production costing, let's call it $100,000 a day. You're looking at $250,000. Again, I'm just making these numbers up. You're looking at $250,000 to review footage that came out inconclusive. And at the end, and again, if you think there was a problem, by all means, say or do something about it. But I don't know how that became public knowledge before, when the results were inconclusive. Teresa said, I don't know that Audrey drink limits are a good idea. Yeah, I remember when I studied abroad in France, got to meet guys from all different cultures. And there was this one guy, he was the tallest, good looking, long hair, Rico Suave. His name was Miguel from Mexico City. Just a baller, this guy. He was gorgeous. He was just everything about him. As a hetero guy, you fall in love with this guy. You start looking at him and go, that's a beautiful man. And he had this rule. He said he never drinks more than 2 drinks because your cognitive abilities slow down. And while you think you might be looking cooler, the more you drink, you just get glassy-eyed and whatever. Now that I'm in my old age, it doesn't matter to me. I'm not out there, drinking too much. But some nights I am. But for stand-up comedy, I like to have 1 beverage before a set if I'm going to drink. I'd say 90% of the times when I go on stage sober for no other reason than it's a job. You're not going to drink every time you go on stage, but sometimes you're having a fun time. You're in the green room, the drinks are out. Oh, have a drink, and then you're on stage, you're loose, you're flowing, and it can be a lot of fun. But I've also been on stage way too drunk, and it's terrifying because you don't have the controls. It's almost like if you're a piano player, but now you're playing as the car speeds down a bunch of potholes. You're like, oh, this isn't how I trained. That's how it is doing stand-up wasted. You're like, oh, I don't know which words to say. I'm spitting on people. Jessica says, my cognitive abilities slow down after 2 sips. Well, what's so funny about Tasha is that she couldn't drink for 2 years because of her medication for Lyme disease. So she just started drinking again. And if Tasha even smells booze, she's loopy. It's hilarious seeing Tasha get drunk. All right, so you know what? Let's go right into it. I'm gonna here. Look, I'll play a little stinger for you guys. We're gonna get right into it. Oh, that's not the one I wanted. So let's get right into it, everybody. We're gonna talk about. I'm gonna need to do that again. I didn't like that. Hold on, folks. I'm trying to record this for a separate video here. You know, we got the live stream, but also I wanted to release this villain content tomorrow. So if you're watching this tomorrow, you're not going to want to just be a part of the next, don't watch this video if you've already watched it. You can comment on it, whatever you want to do. All right, so is Victoria the villain? Obviously she is. Obviously Victoria is the villain. But the question is, does she have redeemable qualities? Is she pretending to get attention? Or is she really this person? We've had villains in the past like Corinne. We've mentioned other villains that they sort of play up to this sort of like, I don't care, I'm a do me. Well, with Victoria, let's look into a little bit of her past. I didn't do too much research here. I don't like to do too much research, but we did check out that she was in the Miss California pageant. Let me just reset this back to the beginning. We have a couple different things we're going to click on over here. So here it is. Hold on, folks. Window capture. There it is. All right, so we're on her Instagram here. We are on Queen Victoria's Instagram, or I guess she goes by Vicky. That's what they call her here. Trying to find this page. All right. So she said, "Do not let the behavior of others destroy your inner peace." She quoted the Dalai Lama there. This is the one thing I hate about people. And again, maybe she's a saint and she's a Meryl Streep level Oscar winner for fooling us all. But I hate it when people will champion their bad behavior behind, I'm an independent woman, I'm this, I'm that. Look, she posted Joshua 1:9. What is Joshua 1:9? This is Joshua 1:9. This is my command. Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid or discouraged, for the Lord your God is with you wherever you go. Which is Bachelor in Paradise. I mean, come on. You can't just quote a Bible quote when you're being a rotten human being. If you guys want to call in, I got the voicemail set up. It's in the description. Call in and leave a voicemail. Let me know what you think of Victoria. I would love to hear your thoughts. But yeah, I just think it's reckless. Hashtag Sunday. Hashtag mood. Hashtag red. Hashtag self-care. Self-care. This is the person that refused to have a conversation. We all watched the same episode, right? Someone's talking to her. She's like, I just can't. And she walks away. There's nothing worse to me than somebody who can't own up to have a respectful conversation. I mean, the other girl, Marilyn, I think, what was her name, went up to Victoria, was like, can I sit here? I mean, the other girl was literally out of olive branches. She tried to give her so many olive branches. She's like, can I sit here? Can I talk to you? And then Victoria's like, well, if you're going to sit there, I'm going to sit over here. Are you 25 or are you like 11? What? You know what I mean? How petty can you be? And then today she posts a Dalai Lama quote. But where the hell is she getting Dalai Lama quotes? And then there's, your typical news that I'm not gonna hate somebody for having different political opinions. Victoria deletes IG pic that appears to have Trump flag in background. Oh no! Oh, we got a little MAGA fan over here. Fans noticed that Queen Victoria Larson from Matt James' season of The Bachelor deleted a selfie on Instagram that seemed to have a Trump flag in the background. Whatever. That's the least of our issues with her. So let's check this out. How do I get back to the beginning of this? Let's see if we can play this one. This is Queen Victoria at the Miss USA. But in order to get into Miss USA, there's like a ranking system. So you basically start off with like a county, and then you become Miss, you're like Miss, a Texaco gas station, and then you're Miss, cul-de-sac, and then, it works its way up to Miss Rhode Island, Miss America, or Miss Universe, Miss US, Miss whatever. So anyway, this is her. She's actually Miss Culver City. So let's see if we can play this for you. Every time I try to click on it, it doesn't let me. What the hell? Hold on. Let me try to load this page up again. I'm trying to play the audio here. Here we go. This is Victoria as Miss Studio City. Okay, I guess it's not gonna let me play it. Anyway, there isn't much to see audio-wise. There she is. She looks good. She looks fine. What are you gonna do? Sabine says, Victoria, I just think she wasn't fun to watch as a villain. Yeah, that's what it comes down to. It's like she wasn't funny, or she hasn't been, and that might change. I went on her Instagram to look at some different comments people left, and, people, obviously the people that like her are going to love her. Yes, Queen Victoria, I love this dress. How do you do a biblical verse with a pic of your boobs hanging out? Hey, look, to each their own. You know what I mean? I'm all about biblical posts with boobs. These are biblical boobs. These are New Testament titties. New Testament titties. That's what you come here for, folks, to see New Testament titties. Miss Liz says, where is Culver City? Culver City, Studio City, I don't know which one it is. Culver City is in Los Angeles. It's basically just a portion of Los Angeles. That's where she's from LA, I guess, or at least has lived here long enough. Just going back to check over here. 1 second. All right, so let's move it along. So here she was. We saw it already. This was her. She looks good. Look, hey, I'm not here to shame anyone for any reasons whatsoever. But what was interesting with this, as she was Miss Culver City, or Miss, whatever she was, Miss Franklin Village, whatever. She actually, her stance, you have to have a stance when you do these things. You have to be for world peace in one way or another. But knowing what we know about her, oh, geez, why did that all happen? Knowing what we know about her, though, it does make you kind of look into her eyes. Like, I'm definitely judging her way too hard when it comes to, like, what we're looking at. Like, is she thinking of something? Is she there? Is she a robot? I'm sure she's sweet, but what we've seen so far of her is really, I think her brain might be fried a little bit. I think she might have a fried brain, guys. Turn her off, blow in the ears, and then reset it. Is that how it works? All right, here we go. What's this next one? All right, Victoria is literally the most obnoxious person in the history of the franchise. I don't know, guys. Can you think of a Victoria, or can you think of a contestant that's more obnoxious than Victoria? I mean, who caused more drama with the amount? I mean, Vicky literally walked in and started drama. She literally was just, I mean, if they could find a way to harvest energy out of her drama, that would be the Green New Deal, is just Vicky wearing a princess hat at brunch. Devin said, so glad I caught this. Missed the live streams the last week. I've been so busy. Well, thank you so much for showing up. Sabine said maybe she's trying to sell bras and dresses. What? She's selling some Xanax, because I'm going to need to chill out after going over all of her info here. So look, all right, I'm not trying to make this heavier or whatnot, but Victoria said her platform was battling the overprescription of drugs. So we're going to talk. So Adderall, she said she had an Adderall addiction. And look, this is stuff she said. I'm not bringing up stuff that wasn't public info. So stimulant drugs like Adderall are addictive, and using them recreationally may increase the chances of developing a psychological and physical dependence on them. I mean, have you ever talked to somebody who takes too much Adderall? It's an amphetamine. Adderall is a legal version of an amphetamine. Hitler was on amphetamines when he was wreaking havoc. I'm not comparing her to Hitler. I'm comparing Adderall to what Hitler was on. Do you know what I mean? It's wild what Adderall can do to your brain. It can fry you. It can make it so that everything's just like overstimulating, too much, like too stressful. And it's exactly what she's going through as we see it. We don't know if this is all what it is. Someone said Victoria and Ed make a perfect match. Yeah, they can go get Botox together. Victoria and Ed. Victoria and Luke P would be a dangerous match. I don't think Victoria or Luke P could handle each other. I think they would annoy each other, which would be great. I'd love to watch them in like one of those shows where they just trap them in an elevator for a week. Ed is the derpiest person I've seen on Bachelor yet. Yeah, but Ed wasn't... There was nothing vindictive about Ed, correct? Yeah, he kind of pushed a little bit on Chasen or whatever. I've already forgotten their names. But there was really nothing about him that was vindictive. I mean, Victoria was like actively sabotaging other people. Am I wrong? Andrea said, I think the fact that she calls herself a queen and in the same breath says, I'm not with this girl power BS is ironic. You know, the most ironic part is that, let me get off of this page here. Adderall side effects include physical damage to the brain, internal systems, and organs. Let's just put it basically, it just fries the brain. Adderall will fry your brain. And she said she was addicted to it. So Bachelor's Victoria Larson shares unaired footage of feud with Marilyn Sienna, which by all means, Marilyn got a good edit. Marilyn came off like a sweetheart. So let's see what happens here. See if we have anything here. Oh, I might have to watch an ad. Good grief. Look, I'm getting mad. I have to watch an ad there. You guys had to watch an ad to see me. All right, let me barrel through this ad here, and then we'll continue with it. Take this time to hit the like button on this video, and if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. I appreciate you. We're almost at 8,000 subscribers. What do you guys want me to do for 8,000 subscribers? Anything special you guys want me to do? What the hell do I need to do to get this to play? This is Los Angeles internet, everybody. Really tough to get a good internet connection in one of the largest cities in the world. Do you think they would have figured it out already? Oh, boy. Yeah, so anyway, let me read a few comments while I wait on this. Ed was fine, not the same level or even close. Yeah, I agree, Leah. Hey, Leah, how are you? Good to see you. Leah, are you hiding from your family right now? Yosef seemed emotionally abusive. I wouldn't wish that on any woman. Yeah, of course. Yosef was next level violent. Absolutely. I don't disagree. I don't disagree with you. Here we go. Here we go. Let's see if we can play this. Still don't have it. Oh, hold on, folks. Don't leave me over this. Hold on, guys. Get back to the beginning here.
I think I'm like authentic and real, and so for you guys to like insult my character,
you can't clump us in a
okay, well then I will narrow out you. Like, you were rude to me earlier. You said, I want to pick your brain and understand you and see why you act the way you do. That was insulting to me.
We have to live together. I'm trying to make it work.
Oh my God, I'm so over it.
I don't understand what's happening here. I kind of don't want to sleep in her room.
I feel like anytime I talk or do anything, I'm like shut down, and I feel not happy, honestly. So Marilyn threw my bags out. I think Marilyn should go home.
There it is, folks. Marilyn threw her bags out. Do we believe in that? Is that what happened? What do you guys think? Oh, hold on. Oh, geez, look at this. Hold on. Easy does it. Gosh, I need an assistant over here. Does that little teaser make you believe anything different? Or have we been manipulated? I mean, look, it's one thing to sort of twist somebody's words, but it's another thing to abusively or be so toxic with how you communicate with others. Like, there's no way that Queen Victoria doesn't have some communication issues at the very least. Leah said, I'm doing some analytics for work, and my kids get tablet time before bats, so hiding but with them. We just got back from skiing, and you were at the beach. Wow, skiing, and I was at the beach. No, today I wasn't at the beach. Today I went to the roof to tan. I took my beach chair backpack up to the roof with the dog. It's on my Instagram. You can go see it at D Neal's. Tomorrow's the beach. Tomorrow's going to get warmer. All right. Melissa said, I just realized the way she talks sounds like she's trying to sound like a Kardashian. Yeah, she's got a little bit of that fry going on in the neck. Absolutely. Esme's here. Boone content for 8,000 or Q&A with Tasha. Very nice. Very nice. We'll get Boone up for the end of the live stream. Tasha as well. Tasha's not home right now. She's on her way back from work. But as I look out the window, the sun sets on the Hollywood Hills, and it looks beautiful today. So I hope you guys are all having a beautiful day. As I hope we're spiraling upwards in 2021. How about that? How about instead of spiraling down, we spiral up? Let's reclaim our ability to share love with those we disagree with. What am I talking about? All right. After 20 minutes of making fun of her. So did I get all of the... Let me just make sure. If you had a question and I didn't get to it, just re-ask your question because I'm having a hard time following. We got a good little crowd over there. So I didn't need this one. So Taylor Nolan had given some of her take on the villain Vicky. So let's play Taylor Nolan. Hold on, I got to turn off my audio here. Let's play Taylor Nolan and see what she had to say. As we know, Taylor was sort of in that 2-on-1 pettiness, I believe, with Corinne. And am I right with that? Taylor Nolan had a fight with Corinne, so she's one who understands what these beefs are all about. Let's see if we can play this.
I'm gonna tell it right now. This queen chick is pulling a Karen. She is pulling the Bachelor equivalent of being a Karen.
By the way, how annoying is it when and again, this might be coming from a place of privilege, but how annoying is it that she's broadcasting her thoughts and opinions and can't pause the TV? How annoying. Pause your freaking TV, Taylor.
Lies.
So that way you can look me in the face and say, like, if anything I said wasn't the truth.
Okay, I think that there's a lot of miscommunication here. Okay.
So Marilyn's doing a good job. She said, I think there's a lot of miscommunication here. Again, I know this is very meta. We're watching the show through my live stream, through Reddit, through Taylor Mocha's Instagram. Okay, so I know this is a lot here. But yeah, it's very interesting that Marilyn, is that her name, Marilyn? She was very much saying, hey, we have a failure of communication here, you know, ready to talk that out. Whenever you're in a pissing match, you need to get out of the pissing match. That's the rule of the law. And if you can't get out of the pissing match, at least slow it down. All right, we're not on the same page. Let's take it back. If you're trying to untangle the Christmas tree lights, you don't pull at them harder. You need a Chinese unfinger lock these things by, you know what I mean? All right.
I'm listening. What do you have to say?
Okay, so you mind if I just sit here?
No, I don't want to sit next to you.
Alright, I'm just
The entitlement, though.
Victoria, I'm sorry that I hurt your feelings. And
Thank you.
Sounds like a hostage. Victoria, I'm sorry that I hurt your feelings. She goes, thank you.
I accept your apology, but I think very different reality what occurred.
I'm triggered. I'm getting flashbacks. I'm getting flashbacks. I gotta stop. Said if you didn't do those things, why are you apologizing? This is just classic gaslighting.
yeah, and like I think that we can
Justice for Marilyn.
come to an understanding. I really do believe.
Oh, girl, you have such a heart.
Don't care to, Marilyn. I didn't know.
She doesn't even deserve it. You owe her nothing.
I genuinely am in traction and getting to
Oh, Taylor.
Here we go, throwing out the bullying word. I swear to God, I feel like, am I in Twilight Zone right now?
I think you're in Twilight Zone.
I'm literally in the Twilight Zone right now. Is Marilyn a therapist too? Did I miss something?
All right, so, yeah. Oh, and look, and then she promotes Marilyn. How sweet is that? At the end, she promoted Marilyn.
They just sat there and was like, I'm totally fine. I'm definitely gonna go home. Oh, really? But you were just bullied. I thought you'd be like so distraught and upset. This is literally the same thing that we've already seen, and I hate it so much.
All right, so what you know, she of all people, she has a very unique ability. Taylor, we're speaking of, to sort of to know what it's like to be on the show and be a part of being railroaded when you're trying to have a communication. Now, obviously, Taylor, if you watched her season, she's some 23-year-old trying to tell everyone about emotional intelligence or whatever. You know, she's the Bennett 1.0, whatever. Good for her. But when you're in the fight, it's harder to diagnose what it is. When you're outside looking in, you're like, are you kidding me right now? And that's why we all felt that about Victoria. We were like, because it's like in a relationship, the best thing you can do, I think, in a fight, take a walk, take a breath, go for a lap. But the best thing you can do is find a way to apologize. There's two types of guys in the world. Guys that know how to apologize and single guys, okay? Two types of guys in the world. Read a couple comments here. I'm trying to see what we got. Taylor, one who is now a clinical mental health counselor. Yes, I believe she is. Leslie said, if 2020 Trump's America has done anything to me, it's made me triggered by the word triggered. Yeah, there's a lot of triggering happening out there. A lot of triggers. Trigger should be the word of the decade. Emma said, if the luggage thing was real, why didn't Vicky mention it till her talk with James as evidence? Well, Emma, here's the deal. We don't know. Maybe she did. We really don't know. You know, they do a 3-4 camera setup. They can easily slice around words. So I'm never one to judge someone for what they did or didn't say unless you see it all coming out of their mouth all in one angle. Because if you don't see that, it's manipulated. So I understand that things could be off, but there's no way when Marilyn's saying, I think we need to talk, I'm sorry, and then she goes, you should be sorry, and then afterwards she was like, well, you apologized, so clearly it was your fault. It's like, that's where you just want to take your earrings off, take your stilettos off, roll up your little, revolve blouse, and then just like tackle somebody into the pool. I'm not saying we should be violent. I'm saying I can't believe Marilyn, how sweet she was to not go nuts over this. And if it were me, I'd be like, ladies, let's all get around. Who's in the right? And, do an Instagram poll of the room. Right? The Cozy ASMR knows two types of guys. Guys that know how to apologize and single men. That's it. Annie said, I hope the girls decide to rally up and tell Matt what's going on with Vix. Yeah, we'll see. I mean, Look, I personally don't think Marilyn's really a contender anyway. It always seems like the people that are really contenders never get into too much drama. Can you think of a time when like a real serious contender was kind of like 2-on-1 type? And by 2-on-1 type, I mean, you know, someone that has a fight so bad that you know it's going to turn into a date where they force the lead to pick between the two. KT says Victoria is performing for TV exposure. I mean, honestly, I don't know. Let me get through these other. I think I have 2 more tabs open. Oh, we already went through that. Is that the end of it? That's all I have for Victoria. Okay, good. Let me get out of Victoria. Let me get out of Victoria here. Yeah, we've all been. I mean, like, ladies, I don't know about you, but every guy is hooked up with a Victoria before. Every guy is hooked up with a Victoria. And then next thing you know, there was this one girl I used to date. And, I mean, obviously, I'm not saying names, so I don't think it's petty of me to talk about it. But she gaslit me in ways. I don't know if you guys know me, but it takes a lot to rile me up. You've seen how I deal with trolls. Comment section. Last video I made, someone left a comment and said Tasha should leave me. I'm not good enough for her. Like, I go, you know, I don't take the bait. But this one girl said things that pissed me off so bad. I've talked about it on the podcast before, but I was just like, overcome with the Holy Spirit. My head became heavy. You know, I had gas station arms. I was like, what? I couldn't believe the things she said to me. And it was right after we had made coitus. And I was like, I'm not having this conversation with you. Like, what? Wasn't mad. Didn't get mad at her. But I was just like, oh, we need to not. This is not going to happen. And some people do that to you. Some people can do that to you. Blame them, blame me, whatever. Sometimes we're caught in this bad spot. You know, you're not a good fit. But with Victoria, the way you watch someone treat other people, that's how you have to judge people. So we'll keep a close eye on her. I wish her well. All right, let's get on with the live stream. So I got a voicemail number. Guys, does anyone have the number? I always forget to post it here. Here's the, let me see. Oh, you know what I can do? Hold on one second. I'm going to add the image to here so I can show the voicemail number. Let's see if I can find it. 1 second, guys. 1 second, guys. That's not it. Hold on. There it is. Oh, look at that. So this isn't the prettiest thing, but there's the voicemail number. So if you guys could leave a voicemail if you have any questions you want to ask, I'm going to be playing voicemails in the next couple minutes. So let's get to our voicemails. Let's see if we're all set up over here. Play some voicemail music. All right. As we know, Sheriff Oz gets the first voicemail. Do him the respect he deserves. Thank you, guys. We hit 104 viewers. Thank you guys so much. If you haven't already, hit the like button. It's really important for the YouTube algorithm to hit that like button. I really appreciate it. Let's see what Oz has to say.
Hi, guys. Hi, Bachelor Nation. I just realized that for basically the Bachelor in Paradise, they'll have a huge Rolodex of people to choose from like 4 different seasons, so that'll be interesting. And on a serious note, they got to do a better job of screening the contestants so people like Victoria just don't end up on the show. So have a good one, and I look forward to chatting with you all, and looking forward to the episode on Monday. Okay, thanks. Bye.
Ladies and gentlemen, Sheriff Oz, everybody. Here's the deal. You know, and I agree with you, Oz. You got to do a better job. You got to find people. It's like, look. By the way, call in, leave a voicemail 401-213-9828. Call in, leave a voicemail 401-213-9828. Here's the deal. Okay? People go, well, if Victoria wasn't there, it would be boring. We don't know. There's 330 million Americans, plus our friendly neighbors to the north. A lot of Canadians go on the show. By the way, why don't more Mexicans go on the show? They always have a couple Canadians on the show. Let's get some Mexicans on the show. Let's make it a North American party. Let's make it a siesta up there. Somebody, anyway, I digress. Point is, you can have a villain. Getting a call from Michigan. Is this a call to be on live? I don't know if we're calling to be on live. Let's take it as a live call. Who cares? Hello, you're on the air.
To accept, press 1.
Oh, hold on.
To send a voicemail, press 2.
Hello, can you hear me? Hi, who am I?
This is Lisa.
Who? Oh, Lisa. How are you?
Lisa. Hi, I'm in my car. So
Oh, you're in your car. Oh, Lisa. I didn't know if that was. I thought that was Leah calling because I saw Michigan. I recognize the number now. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Lisa calling. You're
on live again.
Yes,
Wild.
you are live. We haven't. We want updates from you. We heard you went on a date this week. Can I just get for the people who don't know, I want to just update them. Lisa was on the podcast several weeks ago. She went through a pandemic breakup, and she had mentioned she's on a date. So we're all invested into Lisa's life. So hit the like button for Lisa. Now, Lisa, how are you? What's going on? Did you enjoy this beautiful day today?
Oh yeah, I am. I'm on my way to Colorado, actually, in the middle of moving. So it's been a crazy day.
Are you going to go see Colton over there?
No.
You might run into
Noah,
Colton.
perhaps. Not Colton.
Oh yeah, Noah's in Colorado too. Yeah, hit him up. Slide into that DM. If there's snow on the ground, just sled on into that DM. So what kind of date What kind of date did you go on this week?
Okay, so on Monday night, after The Bachelor, I had messaged this guy that I met a long time ago, dancing actually, and he came over to my house and taught me how to make Cuban black beans.
Is Cuban black beans a sexual metaphor or is it food?
No, I knew you were going to ask that, and no, it was actual food, but it was a really great first date because we did something together. Like he was explaining how he made the food, but not in a annoying way. Like he was trying to teach me something. It was like we were like listening to each other and like seeing how each other worked at start the date. So
I think cooking is it's a great date. It might be a little, I mean, some people don't want to go on like a date where you're in somebody's house, but that's really up to whether or not you feel, but you already knew this guy from dancing. So it wasn't like some axe murderer.
yeah.
Now,
We were friends.
I don't mean to make this all sexist, but as a guy, when you're on a date, the whole time you're thinking about when to go in for the kiss. As a woman,
I think that he was thinking that.
oh, you could tell he was as he was cooking you Cuban food, he was wondering if he was going to go in for the old communist peck on the cheek or what.
Yeah, he mentioned something too that I was kind of nervous. I mean, I don't know, I was definitely nervous, and I liked him. I thought he was super cute, so I think he picked up on the fact that I was nervous and was trying to, he mentioned that he had come over to my house, and that also that's to me sometimes, difficult. He didn't want to make me uncomfortable, or anything like that. So he had mentioned that he had been waiting for the right moment. So I kind of had to make the first move.
Oh, Lisa made the first move.
Yeah.
Wow. I was going to ask if he showed you his Cuban Missile Crisis. I didn't know what was happening over there. Really stupid. Don't worry about me. Did he show you his dictator? Did he say what the hell? So
Oh boy.
do you lose respect? No, I'm sorry, not respect, but does it take wind out of the sails when you have to make the first move, or is it seen as respectful?
It depends on the situation, because I could tell that he wanted to make the first move, but was not sure how I was feeling. But sometimes it's it depends on the situation. In that case, I didn't feel like it was I didn't mind making the first move, really.
Now you've got a comment section.
It was my house too, so.
It was your house. Wow, home field advantage. Very nice. There's a comment section full of people excited for you. Michelle says, "You go, Lisa."
Oh my gosh, that's so sweet.
So now, was this in Los Angeles, and you have since moved? Was this a pre-moving Cuban dinner?
Yes, it was a pre-move situation, but it was really nice, and I'm glad I went. Even though I was well, I'm moving. This is kind of pointless. It ended my time in Los Angeles on a high, for sure.
Wow, ladies and gentlemen, she went out on a bang. Hey, folks, let me tell you something. When I moved to Los Angeles, the last week in New York, I was like Leonardo DiCaprio as far as like girl, because the ladies knew I was leaving, so they weren't attached to me. They were just like, all right, let me, whatever. And boy, did I, and again, I was single. It was whatever, it was kind of like my send off. There's something, there's always love in the air when you might be leaving someone. But isn't this what happened with your ex where you guys kind of like were long distance?
Yeah, that was exactly what happened with my ex that we met when he was supposed to leave town the next day and I was moving in like a month and a half or something. So I was careful this time. So
your type is essentially far away. Yeah, that's your type.
Apparently. I've had multiple long distance relationships,
So are you going to continue chatting with him?
I don't know. I don't think in any more way than just to say hey now and again or if I'm ever in town. But he was really great. Not to say that I don't think he was great, but I'm trying not to immediately start seeing someone and then leave. And I don't think he would have wanted that either. He didn't give me that like. Well,
like we said, I think by leaving you open up the need to like not be super needy because it's like, well, we'll talk if we want to talk, but like, because you're going to come back to Los Angeles, right? You're not gone forever.
Yeah, probably in the fall.
Probably in the fall. Well, that's, because, to be honest, of all sorts of long distance, LA to Colorado is actually a pretty nice one because it's still, I was doing long distance New York to LA and it was miserable. You can't do that. But LA to Colorado, you're only, 8-hour drive away?
It's more like 16 hours.
Jeez, never mind. Never mind. Yeah, you gotta really want that Cuban taco. Any other words from your ex? Did he respond to your latest conversation with me?
Oh my gosh, I don't know. I ended up blocking him on everything because it was just making me super mad. I almost commented back to his post, and I wrote out a whole thing, and then I just decided that it wasn't worth it because then he was going to start replying.
Well, it's very good to, it's nice to write what you want to write and not necessarily send it. I think that's good for you. And look, maybe that's what he needed to do. Maybe he got his closure by listening to that podcast. It didn't sound like it, but you never know. He might have realized he was better off letting you be, whatever. So it's you never know. You never know what the scenario is, but at the very least, you shouldn't be controlled by any ex's thoughts. And I'm not saying that that's what he was trying to do, but now you're single, you're moving to Colorado. This is exciting. You moved. You really left right when we hit this heat wave. It was 85 and sunny all day.
I know. I was moving things and I was wearing a long t-shirt, so I was like, oh, I'm going to go to Utah. It'll be cold. And I was very hot packing my car.
Leah says, proud of you, Lisa. Get it. Now, I don't know if that's a metaphorical get it or a physically get it, Lisa. I think it's a physical because Leah's married. And let me tell you something. When you're married or engaged, you start living through other people's sex lives. So Leah and I both agree you should go get it. Go after it.
Yes, I will.
Well, I'm going to let you, I'm at the hour mark on my live stream, so I'm going to have to let you go. But please regularly give us these updates. We've got a young 20-something moving to Colorado, and apparently, breaking news, she's going to get it. So we wish you the best, and as you know, first child gets named after either Dave or Tasha or Boone. You have 3 choices. We'll take middle names if you don't want to commit. Very well. Well, the comment section wishes you well, and let us know. You'll be my local Colorado correspondent for all future Colton Underwood news. So we'll send you a wireless mic. Yeah, please do. Track him. I think he has an extra tracking device. He bought a Groupon of them, so you could track him back. 2 wrongs. And all right, well, thanks for checking in with us, and drive safe. Keep your eyes on the road.
Yes, thanks, guys.
All right. Bye, Lisa. Go get it. All right, everybody. That was Lisa checking in. We love a good check-in from Lisa. Teresa said, good luck to Lisa. Love listening to her. Yes, good luck to Lisa. It sounds like, I didn't want to pry too hard, but it sounded like she had a clean landing on the old island of Cuba. I guess Cuba is not an island. It's Hispaniola. But I digress, folks. I digress. We're having a fun one today. I'm going to keep going a few more minutes. Make sure to hit that like button if you don't mind hitting that like button, and that will very much help me out with the YouTube algorithm. We haven't gotten any super chats today, which is totally fine. But if you are looking to donate, there is a super chat option and or Venmo or whatever. But again, you guys have been phenomenal, and I just throw that out there because some people have so much money and they just don't know where to put it, and I will help you with that. But I mean that in the least tacky way possible. And if you haven't yet, I do want to promote my video that I released this morning, my second episode of Mansplaining. I wanted to just promote that because I don't know if you guys know this, but if I don't make content that has the word bachelor in it, YouTube is basically like a bouncer, and it doesn't let you in unless it's bachelor content or this and that. So what I'm effectively doing is I'm retraining the algorithm to accept my other content. Now, the algorithm basically will promote your content if people click on the thumbnail and watch it at a good duration. And I can tell you this, people are watching Mansplaining at a very high rate, but not many people are watching it. Does that make sense? The people that do watch it are watching a very high percentage of the episode. The people that don't watch it, you're missing out. So I just want, honestly, guys, just the first 10 seconds, just because I want you guys to just have a little teaser of what I've been working on. And of course, I don't have audio. Why don't I have audio? Oh, I know why. Wow, I'm such an idiot. All right, hold on, folks. I'm really working overtime over here. So I'm just 10 seconds. Some of you guys have already seen this, but we have a free advice booth we set up.
I feel like the less homophobic you are, the more money you have. I feel like the more money you have, the more you're like, I don't give a who you have sex with.
Hi, we're Dan, Channing, Dave, and Tom. 4 best friends and stand-up comedians with nothing better to do than give away some free advice to strangers. The only surprise is that people actually showed up.
What kind of advice are you looking for?
You know what? I'm actually going to ask for some real advice.
So that's all I'm going to show you. We chatted with Gerald. He's a gay black man who actually we talked about his dealing with homophobia. And let me tell you something. When you have a real conversation with someone who's got a real sort of heavy plight, real issues, you realize that our issues just really aren't that bad. Everyone's got something going on worse. And, there was something about this conversation we had that was really inspiring because we were able to connect with someone we would have never connected with during a pandemic from a safe distance. We recorded this we actually recorded these episodes 3 months ago. So it was during that low end of the pandemic when it wasn't as bad. That's when the restaurants outdoors were open and we could still show up in a tent and have a socially distanced conversation. Right now, they said 1 in 3 people in Los Angeles County has coronavirus. Are you home, Tasha? Oh, hey, how are you? Tasha's home, everybody. People have been asking about you. I just got off the phone with Lisa. She's driving to Colorado, moved to Colorado, and just went on her last date. And while I have to read between the text, it sounds like she made sweet love. Lisa went on a date with a Cuban guy, which I'm referring to as the Cuban Missile Crisis. She didn't say that she hooked up with him, but 2 salsa dancers doing a little bit of that Argentinian tango. Do you want to come slip in with me for a second? Come say hi to everyone. I'm just at 1:12. I actually got to get out of here. Everyone wants to say hi to Tasha. Come on in. Oh, God bless you. Here she is, everybody. Wow, jump into the green screen. Tasha, wow. Oh. Tasha can do. Tasha, my butt's sweaty. Tasha can do better than me. She should leave me for somebody else. Worst comment of the week. So Leah's in the house. Leah's got the kids on the iPad.
Oh yeah, just give them a little iPad time
Leah,
so you can get a break.
Leah, let me ask you this. You know, my sister's got 4 kids, so that's the extent of my parenting knowledge being an uncle. But whenever I see kids with like glued to an iPad, I'm always like, I'm not gonna let my kids have an iPad. Let me tell you something. I'm gonna get a kid virtual reality, slap it on, and live my life. That's what I'm gonna do. Do you set restrictions and limitations for the iPad usage? Is it? Do they know to get on the iPad when it's stream time? How does that work? How was your day, honey?
Long, but fine.
Long day. Tasha had a long day today. Where were you working today?
All over.
All over. Tasha's working all over Los Angeles as a fit model. And we just went to the chiropractor this week and both found out our necks are a little bit hunched. So we're trying. How's your neck feel today?
All right.
We're trying new activities. We have to go like that. We have to lean back and do that.
Did you tell him about our pillow sleepage?
No, I didn't tell him. We're learning new ways to sleep. Tasha is learning she can't sleep on her stomach. And yet every morning she's still waking up on her stomach. We have a 2-year-old over here. We're like potty training her. She goes to bed one way. She wakes up the completely other way, starfished. What do we got over here?
Oh, D Naps is in the house?
D Naps is in the house. Where is he?
Right there. He said Claire's wondering if Tasha got a haircut recently.
Wow.
Good eye, Claire.
Show the hair.
Good eye, Claire.
Do a full turn.
I got a big chop. Big chop over here. There's the new hairs.
Yeah, the guys don't notice these things. I have to set a reminder when Tasha gets her haircut, so then when she comes home, I go, nice haircut. I love what they did. Are those layers? And she's like, I went to the dentist. And you're like, oh, nice dentist. Are those cavities? Emma Tilson says, hi, Tasha.
Hello.
Jess asked if we've tried the peanut. Why don't you get the peanut butter and get a scoop?
Oh my gosh,
we'll
so
try it right
good.
now. Go just grab a. We'll eat it right out of the jar.
We've been eating a lot of peanut
Yeah,
butter.
Teresa's son has a organic peanut butter company, and she sent us some jars of peanut butter. Let me tell you something, guys. You ain't eating peanut butter if you're not eating the organic stuff. D Naps said Claire got her hair done today. Wow, look at that. Darren, our ladies are on the same hair cycle. They're ladies like to link up hair cycles, as I've been hearing. We are going to get out of here shortly, but you guys are all sticking around, so let's do some peanut butter.
All right, so this one is the no added sugar, healthier one. Hide your face. You gotta hide your face, and then it will focus on it. It's cinnamon honey. And there's no added sugar. It's delicious. It's amazing. It's everything you want peanut butter to be.
But yeah, you wonder if I ate any yet. I don't know. Have I had any yet? Have I had any? I keep a peanut butter stick out and I just eat it like Winnie the Pooh.
And this one is the Choco Blanco. Hold on, hide your face. And this one has white chocolate chips in it. So it does actually have some sugar in it, but it is so good.
This should be illegal in all counties. It's so good. I'm trying to lose weight over here, and I found white chocolate peanut butter. You didn't even look. She didn't even give me any. What's happening over here?
I'm having one bite of each.
All right, she's having one bite of each. I don't know if this is picking us up or not. Any other questions before we get out of here? Leah said, wait, I'm trying to catch up. Whose story? Leah said we got to learn his story. Everyone go watch. I don't know what you're talking about. Leslie asked who we think would be on Bachelor in Paradise. It's early. You know, that's a good question, and honestly, I didn't get to answer. Oz asked the same question. I think Bachelor in Paradise, they've got extra seasons to choose from. So if you were on Claire's season, or if you were on, who was before, I don't even know who was the last Bachelor. Was it Peter? His contestants haven't got on Bachelor in Paradise, right? Isn't that crazy? Peter was a whole year ago. You sticking with me, or are you done? You can stick with me if you want. Tasha's coming back. I got an iced coffee here too if you want. Well, look, we're gonna have a streamlined chat. No pressure staying around, but we're gonna be chatting for a little bit longer. Will you do me a favor and just push the camera back like 6 inches? Push the whole thing back. Just the whole tripod. Just move it back. Just give me a couple more inches. I wanted to push this out. Yeah, there you go. That's good. Yeah, right there. And then can you just kick it that way a tiny bit? The green screen's off. Just like a less than a hair. No, the actual like swivel of it. You know what? That's fine. There we go. I moved the green screen. Oh wow, I'm really doing the whole thing, folks. Okay, come on over. We're sharing a seat. B Bean said, "Is that your girlfriend?" Actually, It's my fiance. I was going to show you a freaking ring. We got engaged right before the pandemic, so I haven't been able to show off her ring. But let me tell you something. Buying a diamond ring is the worst experience, only because you have to deal with blood-sucking humans who play at your ego for their profits.
No, don't say it like
and
that.
then they they upsell the lady right in front of you. They double the carrot size right in front of you, and then in your head you're Googling, what's this gonna do to me? And then they go, but you love her, right? And you go, but you love her, right? And then you walk out of there and you hate yourself, and then you get a ring.
Stop.
What if you had to buy me something, and then they were like,
I've been shopping for your wedding ring for ages.
Yeah, well, my wedding ring is gonna cost me a lot of money, I feel like. Well, what if we went shopping for, like, let's say a baseball bag, right? And we go there and they go, Tasha, you love him, right? Well, then you should get him this doubly expensive baseball bag. And then I'm like, yeah, you love me, right? You should get me the double. That's how it is. Anyway, let's see what we have here. I'm trying to catch up anyway. They did get extra tonight because Dad is working and I have analytics due tomorrow. Yeah, Leah, I mean, I can't imagine what it's like having several kids. I mean, Tasha and I have a dog who only has to go outside several times a day, and that is exhausting. So having kids, having a driveway that needs to be shoveled or whatever the hell you're doing over there in Michigan, they went skiing today.
Ooh, that's nice.
What's your skiing abilities? Are you a black diamond, or are you? What's your like?
Are you asking me?
I'm asking her, but what are you?
Blue.
We don't.
A green or a blue.
We've never gone.
I hate skiing.
We've never gone skiing together, and it's primarily because we can't afford to get injured.
No, I can't afford to break a leg. I can't afford to go to the ER. That sounds like a bad deal.
Well, let me show you what we pulled up over here. Oh, that's not it. Hold on, I'm trying to find something here. We had done. I might not have it. Forget it. Oh, here it is. Is this it? No, never mind. We had gone over how to stand properly because when that girl fainted on the episode, you know?
Yeah.
And we talked about your quads are in charge of locking your legs. Like, stand up right now. Can you stand up for me?
No.
Okay, there you go. There you go, folks. So when you lock your quad, you can feel your quads lock. That's when it cuts off the circulation. So you can stand straight up with your knees locked as long as your quads are what's loose.
Oh.
Take it for what it's worth. I don't have any degrees. Leah says you're a mansplaining episode guy. Oh, sorry. Yeah, sorry guys. I was Leah said oh boy. It's so hard to go backwards. I apologize. Leah said we got to learn his story. Everybody go watch. And that was in reference to Gerald, who we met today on mansplaining. I just got a phone call. I don't know if that was someone calling in a voicemail, but I'm going to wait and see if we get a voicemail there. 312 number. So yeah, I would appreciate it if everyone could go check that out. It would make my day. Leave a comment, hit the like button. And if you didn't already for today's video, I know you're thinking, well, the video's been up for 80 minutes. You've been hanging out. Why do we need to like it now? Well, it'll help for future people. So I see 64 thumbs up, and we've had as much as 180 different people watch the show today. So that's 1/3 of you. Are you leaving us? Yeah. So she got bored. You got bored. They got bored. So 1/3 of you guys hit the thumbs up button. And I understand Susan in the Northwest, Tasha, had a power outage. So she had to fire up the generator just to log in today. Well, I don't know if she fired up the generator just to log into us, but she did have she has been without power, which I said, I mean, as you know, as much as we want you to have your safety, there's something about losing power, because it used to be a snow day would be a nice chance to not have to do anything, but we've basically had a pandemic year. And while it was nice to not do anything a little bit, you know, eventually guilt catches up to you, and there really is no do nothing anymore. Even if we went to a cabin in the woods, we'd still have internet. We'd still be, you know, trying to bang out some live streams or whatever. I don't know. So I need you guys to come up with some ideas for what I should do for 8,000 subscribers. Someone had suggested an 8-hour live stream, which, to be honest, I'm not opposed to. I could easily set this baby up for 8 hours, and maybe with maybe every 55 minutes I do a 5-minute break. Maybe that's what I'll do. But if that works for you guys, I'll do that at 8,000 subscribers. But I think we might hit 8,000 subscribers next week. We just hit 7,900, and then I posted my mansplaining video, and we lost 2 subscribers because Bachelor Nation's a fickle bitch. Okay, Bachelor Nation's a fickle bitch. So when you give somebody something they don't want, they throw the peas in your face. I see someone said, congratulations, Audrey. I don't know for what. So Audrey said, hey, you guys made any wedding plans? I got engaged right before the pandemic, so just curious. Congratulations to Audrey for getting engaged. Audrey, what's the story with your engagement? How did it go? As you guys might know, let me see if I can pull this up. We got engaged right before the pandemic as well. Not exactly right before. We got engaged in September, several months before. But you get engaged, right? Let's see. You get engaged, and then once you get engaged, you have I think you would take a month or 2 to enjoy your engagement before you start, preparing the next steps. But for me, I think when we would have naturally started preparing for our wedding is when everything went down. So we haven't really, done much. Oh, Tasha bought 2 Powerball tickets today. What's it up to? Isn't it funny you didn't buy Powerball till it was at 750 million? You were like, look, I don't get out of bed till it's $750 million. I don't mess with this $500 million nonsense. What do I look like? Jeff Bezos' ex-wife? Tasha, they can't hear you. Tasha said that today on her ride home, she was fantasizing what she would do with that money. If I had $1 billion, I wouldn't be a live streamer. No, I'm kidding. If I won the lottery, guys, you would see the production value you've never seen before. I'd have crane shots, my own studio. I'd be over here just yelling at things. That's what's funny. Now, don't get me wrong. I love to travel. Tasha and I, we want to travel more when the pandemic's over. But I really think what brings me joy is just creating content. We have a call from Fort Worth, Texas. Do you want to be a part of the call, Tasha? Well, you can't hear it, so I'm going to get into this call. Let's play my call stinger. So this is my call stinger. All right, let's play this call from... Oh, we actually have 2 calls coming in. So let's play... we have Chicago and Texas calling in. So let's do Texas right now. This is a phone call from... Oh, hold on. I got to wait. Hold on, guys. I got to wait for one call to end. And then once that call ends, I can play the other ones. I have yet to figure out how to multitask these phone calls. So hold on one second. Jessica said, 8,000 subscribers. Reenact a whole episode with puppets. Oh, boy. I'm going to need one of Queen Victoria's Adderalls if I'm going to do that. That or an edible. I mentioned at last recap, Tasha, that I was... ate an edible and the edible is catching up, but I really said it as a quick aside, because it's like, whatever, edibles are illegal, marijuana is fine. But someone commented like, I thought I liked you for a reason just because I had an edible. I was like, all right, yeah. Yeah, guys, I ate an edible like half an hour before I started my recap. So I was trying to finish my recap before it got weird. Let's play a call. Let's play a little call here. Some stinger music. This is from... I'm not sure who this is from. I can't read it. Let's see.
Hi, Bachelor Nation.
Oh, other one. Sorry. That was Oz. Here we go. This is Andrea, maybe? Let's see what we got here.
Hi, I'm Andrea Mejia. I'm calling from Fort Worth, Texas. And I just wanted to know your opinion on why Victoria decided to go confront Matt about Marilyn after Marilyn told the group that Matt had given her favorite flower. That's all. Thank you.
Thank you so much for calling from Fort Worth, Texas. I love Fort Worth, Texas. I tell you what, those stockyards, that brisket, I know, I'm sure that's really touristy for you, but love a good Fort Worth, Texas. Thank you for calling. Is it Andrea? Did I pronounce that right? Are you Greek? Is that last name Makia? Sorry, the way it'll text me your name, and sometimes I'm way off, but it looked like a Greek name. Why would there be a Greek person in Texas? Has there ever been a Greek person in Texas? I don't know. But anyway, I digress. I think your question was, why would Victoria go confront Matt after Marilyn told the group that Matt had given her favorite flower, which is an orchid. Look, if I tried to deconstruct why Victoria does what she does, I would become insane. I'd have like photos on the wall and strings and like circling Sharpies. You can't negotiate crazy. You don't know why. Chances are it all boils down to attention. It was just a reason for her to go talk to Matt. She had a reason to go talk. It provided her momentum to go talk to Matt. Yeah, I can't tell you why. I don't know any other reasons than that. We had another call that came in from Chicago, but I'm not seeing it in my voicemail yet, so maybe it'll show up in a second. If anyone wants to call in, now's your last chance. We've been going live for 90 minutes, geez, but I appreciate you guys showing up, you know. I always say if you need to get out of here, get out of here, but if you want to stick around and you're still doing the dishes, well, let me help you out. Grab some soap. Let's do it. Let me read a couple more comments, and we will work our way out of here. Still waiting for that Chicago voicemail to come in. Sometimes it comes in late. Miss Liz says, wow, being a military spouse, I heard is tough. I'm glad he's on his way home. All right, well, hold on. Let's go backwards. Audrey said, thank you, guys. My fiance is actually coming home from his overseas deployment tomorrow. He's active duty Air Force. Well, Audrey, I really hope you have a great time with your fiance. Tell him that our little community over here appreciates the service and sacrifice he's done for our country. And thank you as a future military wife, a military fiance, for all you do. Maybe one day when you guys are together, you can come onto the stream. No, I'm sure. Listen, if he's home, like Tasha and I, we have no excuse for like passionate lovemaking. I've been home every day. You come home, I'm home. Imagine if I came home from overseas. You want some overseas dick energy, okay? Audrey over here has got Air Force dick energy coming her way. She's got a whole Cuban Missile Crisis of her own. Aubrey, it says Aubrey Strike. Is your last name Strike? Are you gonna strike down on your fiance when he arrives? Are you gonna go there with a big sign that says like, "Oh, we missed you"? How long was he gone for? Trying to read these comments here. It's hard to read comments and trying to be witty at the same time. I can only do one or the other. Andrea, oh, that's you. She says, thanks for answering. The name is Italian and last name is Mexican. Oh, Italian and Mexican. That's some spice. There you go. Do you fight with your relatives a lot? The Italian side and the Mexican side just go at it. You must have gorgeous skin, right? Italian skin and Mexican skin. That must be a beautiful, just olive. What do I know? Here I am with my Anglo-Saxon melanoma moles. Imagining a little Italian in my body. Why couldn't, anyway, all right, I digress. I said, thank you for your service. Absolutely. Let me see if I missed anything. Audrey said, thank you guys. Haha, he was gone 4 months and Strike is my real last name. Well, I hope you strike first. Hey, folks, come on now. Let me ask you something. Do you have an MJ to keep you company while the husband is deployed? Do you... Let me tell you guys, if you haven't watched any of my old videos, I didn't mean to make this dirty, but the mood music came on. I don't know if you guys have watched any of my old videos. Let's see if I can pull this up. Hold on one second, folks. A couple years ago, I had received. Wait till you see this. I won't play the audio. Hold on, folks. Wait till you see this. A couple years ago, Tasha and I had received a box of sex toys. Look at how long ago is this? This was 3 years ago, and it got immediately demonetized. But this is the video of me opening $450 worth of sex toys, and we're still trying to give some of these away. I mean, it was, for my live stand-up shows. Look how happy I am. Tasha, look. Wait till you see Tasha's eyes. It came with a plush vegan. That's a vegan whip. I guess vegan leather is what it is. Aaron asked if a clown farts, does it smell funny? I guess it depends. So anyway, I don't know if you don't need to see this whole video here, but Audrey said, definitely have to keep multiple MJs handy during one time apart. Love the Strike puns. All right, Audrey's got multiple MJs. Do you have a toolbox? Do you have a little toolbox you put them in and you go to work? When you need a power strip to charge all of your MJs, you've got a problem. But hey, we're all hitting Harrison's here. Oz says he remembers seeing this 3 years ago. Wait till you get to the part where I start throwing dildos at Tasha. This is gonna be a long one. I'm already I've just unboxed the feather. The problem with the feather is it starts sticking to other sex toys. That's the problem with the feather. You don't need a feather in the... Here's one. These are called party dildos. You stick them on the wall. Anyway, folks, I apologize for going blue with this all, but this is where it's at. Jess said, I'll be watching that later. Trust me, you ain't going to get turned on from watching me pulling a bunch of rubber toys out of a box. But yeah, Adam and Eve, I mean, they really came down with... Look at it. Oh my gosh. I'm so sorry, guys. Tasha, look at it. Look. It just stuck to my hand. You can stick one... I don't know. Oh, you know what happened with these? I had a stand-up show, and I started throwing them at audience members. Guys, let me tell you something. I've never seen an audience cheer so loudly than when I started throwing... party dildos at people. And of course, those colored ones that are stuck to the coffee table are, those ones are just, cheap kind of, yeah, they're like party favors. They're kind of like, that's for like your typical bachelor party. But these, the one I'm holding, that's like $100 thing or another. Anyway, Dean Apps said that video makes you look 15. Hey, Darren, did I ever give you a sex toy? I was trying to give them to friends. I think, Darren, were you in the audience? I know I gave one to Jonathan and Marina. I had a stand-up show, and I just gave them away at the end of the show, kind of as a joke, but it was kind of one of those things where I was like, it was almost like overwhelming, how many things were sent to us, as you can see from that box. So, Jessica said, I can't with this music. Yeah, sorry, I didn't plan this music. Jess said, will this now be demonetized? Well, I don't think so. I think this is far enough into the live stream that it won't be demonetized. But I will probably be able to win the demonetization challenge if they do demonetize it, because I'm on a good record. I've learned how to play the system a little bit better. Here is a ring for your ding-a-ling. That's always a fun one if you haven't got it for your. Hey Audrey, if your fiance wants to add some gear to his military uniform, I suggest one of these toys. Okay, I'm just gonna get out of here on that. If you guys want to see that video, just go search it. It's called "Someone Sent Me a Box of Adult Toys." It's from a few years ago. It's on my channel. I think we've seen enough. Maybe not. Maybe you guys like that. A ding-a-ling? Yeah, it's a ding-a-ring. A ding-a-ling, ding-a-ring. Jessica, you're funny. Jeez, these people are hilarious. Let me see it. Let me fast forward if there's any, as much as I want to get out of here. What's this one? I mean, some of these things require like, gasoline power. Look at that thing. Look at that. That thing moves. Some MIT grad student developed this. This was his thesis project. You know what I mean? All right, that's it. That's all you get. What would be funny is if you guys, if my viewers doubled since I was watching this and I had to keep on going. I think I've bothered you with enough time. But yeah, if you guys have any ideas of what I should be doing for my 8,000 subscriber live stream, let me know. You know what's great is one of my favorite YouTubers, Mark Rebier. I just watched his 1 million subscriber live stream, and then I watched his 20,000 subscriber live stream, and he was able to go from 20,000 to 1 million really quickly. And obviously, he's a boatload of talent, does something very different than what I do. But it is cool to see that you can sort of ride that wave once you get to a certain point. It's almost like like the Boston Marathon. When you're a young YouTuber, when you have a small following, you're just kicking elbows with everyone. You're trying to get out. But then once you get to the front of the pack, and I think at 10,000 subscribers, 10,000 might not seem like a lot, but like 99% of YouTubers are all under 1,000 subscribers, right? So once you get past 10,000, it gets a little more open. The algorithm starts to appreciate you a little bit more. You get a little bit better. You can ditch the side jobs. You don't need to hustle. You can just focus on YouTube. So that's what I'm trying to do. And that's really the commitment I made to myself last year. And it kind of really hit me at the right time with the pandemic and all. But I said, I'm not going to let this pandemic go to waste. I'm going to put it to good use and try to update everything. And you guys have seen with just the live stream that I've sort of learned how to do some of this stuff. So that's been good. But let me just catch up on comments. Aubrey, we're really excited for you. And I'm sorry, Audrey Strike. What a great name Strike is. That's not even short for something. That's just look, the fact your name's Audrey Strike and you didn't get into porn. I mean, I don't know if you did. I don't know what your deal is, but good for you. And if you did get into porn, that's fine too. Not trying to shame you for your choices, Audrey. But are you going to be picking up your husband? Does he fly into like an Air Force base? I don't even know how that works. You don't have to share these details with me if you don't want to. But call in sometime. Why haven't you called in before? Have you? Let me check the voicemail, make sure we don't have any other calls. I think we got everyone. I thought I had a call come in from Chicago, but I don't see it now. Let me look one more time here. Yeah, I got a call from Chicago. Who's got the 312 number? Huh. Yeah, I don't see it. Okay, well, Marion said, I tell everyone about you and to watch you, YouTubes and Instagrams. Well, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. We've got some big things in the works with my Hollywood Posers channel because that thing is all but dead according to the algorithm. It's a really fun series that I've made with my buddy, and the pandemic really hit us hard. The podcast was hit really hard, and certain things have done better and certain things have done worse. It's just been a shakeup, guys. So you guys, you've seen my YouTube grow by close to 4,000%, or it'd be 400%. I guess it'd be 400%, 2,000 to 8,000. I digress, folks. Come on. I'm not trying to do math on the spot. 400%. You've seen it grow a lot since the fall, and I appreciate you. And we have a long way to go. Jess says it only has 9 likes. What, my old video? Yeah, look at that. My old video only has 9 likes. I had it #vibrator. I thought that video was going to do well, but it shows me in the notice age-restricted video based on community guidelines. I don't know. Let me see. So we've already got a few people checking it out. Let's see if there's any other toys I want to go over before I get out of here. They were all pretty much the same at that point. There's only so many ways you can reinvent the squeal. You like that, Tasha? Reinvent the squeal? It's like reinvent the wheel, but yeah. What's this one? Trying to see what this is here. Should I just leave and just let this play? Seeing if there's any other good toys that I found there. I can't find the part where I threw them at Tasha. That was a fun part. Is this the one I throw at her? There it is. Here it comes. I just threw a $120 dildo at Tasha. That's love, folks. Oh, here it is. Look at that. Oh, 4. If I remember correctly, she was belly oh, the camo one. There it is. There you go, Audrey. I just threw a camel dildo at my fiance. If that ain't love, show me what is. Right, folks? Jen Murphy said, I'm one of those likes for sure. Yeah, you know a video doesn't take off when you can name which of your people liked it. Jacqueline said, I'll have to check out the number of likes in the next episode. Yeah, boy, I should have put an affiliate link for some of you guys out there. Everyone needs a new MJ. Yeah, the problem is, and we found this out with the podcast, is there's something with our culture that, we're really just shy about talking about our sexual health. As you know, by things getting demonetized, I mean, they pretty much encourage you by telling you won't make money on stuff to not talk about your sexual health. And we talk about it on the podcast all the time. I mean, there's not much to say. We're a couple old bags over here. But I encourage everyone to live their life freely. If, you don't know what your significant other wants to do unless you ask. And strike first, strike hard, as Audrey says. She's going to pick up her fiance from the base. Love my last name and not sure I want to change when we get married. Hey, well, keep it, I don't know what to tell you, but strike out. Strike out in a good way, I guess. Jeez, not all puns hit, folks. I hope you do. Leah said multitasking is great practice for future dad, Dave. I'm good at multitasking. I just don't get much done. This might be the longest recap longest live stream I've ever made. And I should get going. I will. I'm just going to check some of these comments. I want to give a big shout out to my camera for not overheating. Camera's an all-star camera. It's done a good job. So big thanks to my camera. I've learned the tricks of the camera. I love that someone said they can't wait till I get a bigger following so I can get a better camera, which is, what can you do? For the 10-hour live stream, I think I'm going to have to turn my camera off every hour and then use a different camera. So I'm probably going to spend like $30 or $40 to get like one of those sort of nice cameras that sits right on the laptop. It's not that nice, but it's nicer than the built-in one. So I can have a couple different cameras, and then I'll take phone calls and, do whatever. But, yeah, for me, guys, I mean, look, a 10-hour live stream, I don't mean to sound cocky, but, I'm ready for it. So this was a quick 2 hours. Jessica said, yeah, Dave, you sassy ding-dong thrower, you. That's right. I read that as a John Oliver voice. You sassy ding-dong thrower, you. All right, is that it? Any other questions? If nothing else, I think we're going to call it. So, thank you guys so much for liking this video. Let's see what our final like tally is up to. We're at 72 likes. That's a lot, and that means a lot to me, folks. 72 likes. I appreciate that. It will be, I think it'll help this video get pushed out to more people tomorrow. Thank you for all the calls. Sheriff Oz for moderating. Did we lose that Elvis guy? Did you kick him out, or did he just get bored? Usually trolls just get bored. Jen said, she quoted me, I'm good at multitasking, I just don't get much done. And she said, that's parenting in a nutshell. Well, there you go. There you go. I'll be good at, like, holding one kid by his shirt as I carry him to the other side of the room and, like, Swiffer sweep at the same time. I think I'll be good at that. Miss Liz says, the only other thing I can think of is you and Tasha reenacting scenes from an episode at 8,000. This sounds, look, I don't have a theater degree, but I don't think Tasha and I could, interact a Bachelor scene too well. I don't know. But, I don't know. We'll see. Maybe it'll just be, I don't know. Maybe it'll just be a normal live stream. Elvis guy got kicked out. Was he doing anything other than just spouting Elvis facts, which is fine. Oz, yeah, he goes, yeah, I kicked him out. Kick him out, Oz. I don't care. Whatever. You got to crack an egg to make an omelet, don't you? You know what I mean? He said, LOL, throwing ding-dongs all over the room. Yeah, I should have gotten kicked out of my own studio for throwing ding-dongs. You never know. You're going to show up to an ER and have to explain how I poked my fiance's eye out because of miscalculated dildo firing. Anyway, folks, all right, well, that'll do it for me. Sheriff Oz, always to the rescue. Thank you guys so much for all of your generosity, sticking around. And if you haven't, I please ask you to watch my 8-minute video of Mansplaining Episode 2. It's the latest video I made, so it's the one right before this, and it's a project. I'm releasing episodes every week where we give free advice to random people, and we've got a whole bunch of content lined up. I appreciate you guys sort of graduating with me past the Bachelor content. I know that's what we're all here for, but if we can find other ways to have fun. Someone had commented earlier, and they said, I knew I liked your channel because every time I come here, I leave feeling better. And I'm paraphrasing what they said, but that meant so much to me because one of the sort of like mission statements of stand-up comedy is to leave the room with a better energy than you found it. Can't always be done, but we do know that we can change the energy of the room that we're in, and it's up to us and it's under our control to be better versions of ourselves. Some days you stub your toe and you have a bad day, and then some days you just hit all the green lights. As Matthew McConaughey says, hit all those green lights. You guys have helped me get my mood up, and I hope I helped you guys get your mood up. So carry on with your day. Carry on with your weekend. Thank you for supporting. Thank you for liking, for watching all the content. I'll respond to a few comments if I missed any. But other than that, have a good one, guys. Like I said, I'll stick around in the comment section to make sure I didn't miss anything. But I appreciate all of your support. Have an excellent, and we'll see you next time. Oh, you like these new graphics? Thank you. I just put it together quickly today. Yeah, it looks kind of nice. Thanks, Oz, for all you do. We appreciate you. You sure that wasn't Elvis reincarnated as a bot? As the father of rock and roll? Thank you very much. Thanks, Jackie. Thank you, Marion. Jamie said, same. I feel better than how I felt before watching this. Thanks for another great show. Oh, Jamie, thank you so much. I appreciate it. I'm the type of guy that likes to beg for compliments, but then when I get them, I kind of shrug them off. My love language is complicated. If you guys want to see Boone up on the roof, go to my Instagram. It's on the page right there, at DNeals. Appreciate your follows. Jessica said, Dave, I love your political videos. Your perspectives are un fuego. Thank you, Jessica. I am losing subscribers the more political videos I make. But good. Who needs them? I respect differencing of opinion. When other people decide to unsubscribe because they can't handle my opinion, that's on them. But we've got a lot of subscribers that have different opinions than I do, and most of them can respect their differences. So I think some Trump supporters need to check out my sex toy video, though. I think they need to take an edge off. Sabrina said, why am I always late? I don't know. Is that a rhetorical question, or are you just not sure? Set an alert. We had a good one today, Sabrina. Sorry, you can rewatch this from the beginning if you need to. We covered Victoria the villain. We talked more than I was planning on about adult toys, and we got a phone call from Lisa about a Cuban Missile Crisis she just was a party to. Lisa might be late too. No, I'm kidding. This is always the best part of the show for me, when I can turn the camera off. Marion said, watch it. You will not be disappointed. Dave and his friends are the best. Oh, thank you so much. You know what's interesting? We had such good chemistry on that shoot, but two of the guys had never met before. We just all clicked. I know in the intro of that video I said that we're all best friends, and I specifically said that to give off that vibe, but actually some of us had never met before. We just all kind of meshed. Thank you, Teresa. Teresa, I never knew peanut butter could be an entree, but I'm about to go. Teresa, I saw your son followed me on Instagram, and I saw a good photo of you guys. Very adorable. I don't know if my relationship with my mother is as good as yours is with your son right now. I need to call my mom. We got in a fight yesterday. Political issues. Need to learn to shut up. Kyla said, good episode. I love the new graphics. Hey, thanks. I was just playing around with them. Tasha, look at these graphics. Tasha hasn't even seen them yet. It's just a simple video. It's from a template. Once I started live streaming and got a few donations, I thought it would be a good idea to invest in the premium version of live streaming, so I get access to all these videos. So it's a nice video, and I added this little layer here, this little donations button. I added it with the same colors, underneath here, underneath where it says stream is ending, you can see my handles, and I added a little photo of me. Jen said, I thought Channing was awesome in that episode. No offense, Dave. Oh, no. Hey, that's great. I'll share that with Channing. Channing and I are going to have a business meeting tomorrow to try to create some new content for Hollywood Posers. We've had a hard time with the pandemic creating new content, and our Hollywood Posers channel has all been on life support, which is really sad because I still think it's the best comedy I've ever made. I think it's the funniest thing I've ever made is Hollywood Posers. And unfortunately, it's basically banned from Reddit. The moderators have just banned us to oblivion, and we can't get any views on YouTube. But we're not going to quit on you. We know it's the best content we've ever made. We just need to find a way to get into that algorithm. I need to get into that algorithm the way that Cuban guy... Okay, I'm not going to... All right, I'll let you guys go. I've been hanging out too long. If anyone needs to contact me, you guys know the Google voicemail number. I appreciate y'all. You can go slide in and message me on Instagram. It's time I go spend some quality time with my fiance. Fill up that love well, if you know what I mean. Appreciate y'all. Have an excellent. By the way, I will say this. I don't know the stats, but it does look like this was either the top or top 2 live streams I've ever made. And I think it's because of you guys liking the video. So thank you guys so much for that. Truly appreciate it. Bye, everybody.